The book I'm reading here is my grandmother Nima's autobiography, which is appropriate enough because what I'd like to talk about now is her family. And it is interesting and I think significant that of this reasonably sizable book, the first 2/3 of it, that chunk, is all about her childhood or the first 25 to 30 years of her life. She was born in 1890 in Torquay, South Devon, where she lived in a house called Ashfield with her mother and father, Frederick and Clara. Her father, Frederick, was, everybody said, a very agreeable man. And I think this reflected on family life. It was calm and peaceful and quiet and idyllic for the young, enthusiastic and talented Agatha. Fred and Clara were the rock on which all the rest of her life depended. I think all of us maybe need something when we're young to rely upon, something that is safe, something that we trust, and I think Clara was all of those things. And she was perhaps the person who encouraged this huge interest that Nima got early in her life about reading and writing, around which the rest of her life really revolved. She had a brother, Monty, who was 10 years older than her, and Madge, who was slightly older than her sister. But reading was absolutely the basis of family life at Ashfield. She read everything from a very early age. Nima read and read and read. And in the early days, of course, she read children's books, but she read everything that was put in front of her, to the extent that when she got to her late teenage years and she had flu, her mother, Clara, said to her, well, if you finish reading everything, Agatha, maybe you better write something. And this was the beginning of her writing career. And I think when the time came, Nima was in a position to write a book, have confidence enough to send it off to a publisher, to start with obviously what was a rather speculative and amateur attempt at writing. And I think perhaps her mother Clara was the person who gave her the confidence to do that.